Life is not waiting for you to be ready. It is not paused until everything becomes perfect. Life is happening right now, in this very moment. Too often, we rush through our days thinking happiness will come later, after success, after money, after problems disappear. But later is an illusion. The truth is simple. If you don't learn to enjoy life now, you may never enjoy it at all. Every minute you are breathing is a gift. Every challenge you face is proof that you are alive and growing. Happiness does not mean a life without pain. It means a life where you choose peace over worry and gratitude over complaint. When you stop resisting the present moment and start embracing it, you unlock a calm strength inside yourself. Enjoying every minute of your life means slowing down enough to feel it. It means smiling without a reason, appreciating small victories, and accepting imperfections. You don't need a perfect life to be happy. You need a present mind and a thankful heart. Be happy now, not because everything is right, but because life itself is right now. This moment is all you truly own, and when you honor it, life begins to honor you back. Most people live as if life is about to begin, not realizing it already has. We spend our days trapped in memories of the past or worries about the future, forgetting that the only real moment we ever experience is now. The past is gone. It cannot be changed. The future is uncertain. It cannot be controlled. But the present moment is alive, real, and fully within your reach. When you delay your attention, you delay your life. Every time you say, "I'll start enjoying life when things improve," you unknowingly push happiness further away. Life does not announce when the perfect moment arrives. It simply keeps moving forward, minute by minute. If you are not fully present, those minutes turn into years you barely remember. Living in the now means giving your full awareness to what you are doing, listening instead of waiting to speak, breathing instead of rushing, experiencing instead of escaping. It means recognizing that even ordinary moments carry meaning when you are truly present. A quiet morning, a simple conversation, a short walk. These are not pauses in life, they are life. When you understand that life is happening now, your priorities change. You stop postponing joy, stop replaying regret, and stop fearing what hasn't happened yet. You begin to value time as your most precious resource, because every moment wasted is a moment never returned. Being present is not about ignoring responsibility. It's about living fully while handling it. Life is not somewhere ahead of you. It is not waiting at the next achievement or milestone. It is unfolding right now, in this breath, this second, this moment you are reading these words. Happiness is not something that automatically appears when life becomes easy. If that were true, only a few people in perfect situations would ever feel joy. The reality is that happiness begins in the mind, not in circumstances. Two people can live the same life, face the same problems, and experience completely different levels of happiness, because one chooses a positive response while the other chooses resistance and frustration. Every day, you are faced with countless moments that test your attitude, delays, disappointments, criticism, pressure. These things are unavoidable. What is avoidable is allowing them to control your emotional state. Choosing happiness does not mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It means deciding that your peace is more important than temporary discomfort. When you understand that happiness is a choice, you stop giving power to external events. You realize that people, situations, and outcomes do not decide how you feel. You do. This awareness is freeing. It puts control back into your hands and helps you respond with clarity instead of reacting with emotion. Choosing happiness often requires effort. It may mean changing negative self-talk, letting go of comparison, or refusing to dwell on things you cannot change. It means consciously shifting your focus towards solutions, gratitude, and growth. Over time, These small daily choices shape your mindset and transform your emotional well-being. Happiness is built moment by moment through decisions you make in your thoughts, reactions, and habits. When you choose a calm mind over chaos and gratitude over complaint, happiness becomes a natural part of your life rather than a distant goal. Many people unknowingly delay their happiness by waiting for life to become perfect. They believe joy will arrive when everything is in order, when they have more money, more success, more confidence, or fewer problems. But perfection is an illusion. Life is naturally uncertain, unfinished, and imperfect, and waiting for flawless conditions only leads to constant dissatisfaction. When you chase perfection, you place impossible expectations on yourself and on life. You become overly critical, always focusing on what is missing instead of what is present. This mindset creates pressure, stress, and a sense of never being good enough. No matter how much you achieve, perfection keeps moving further away, leaving you feeling empty despite your efforts. Letting go of perfection does not mean lowering your standards or giving up on growth. It means understanding that progress matters more than flawlessness. Growth happens through mistakes, learning, and adjustment. Every imperfect step forward teaches you something valuable and moves you closer to your potential. When you accept that life will always include challenges, delays, and imperfections, you begin to experience freedom. You allow yourself to enjoy the journey instead of obsessing over the outcome. You stop punishing yourself for not being where you think you should be, and start appreciating how far you have already come. True peace comes when you realize that a meaningful life is not a perfect one. It is a life lived fully, honestly, and courageously, embracing imperfections as part of the human experience rather than obstacles to happiness. Gratitude is one of the most powerful habits you can develop, yet it is often overlooked because it feels simple. Many people believe they will feel grateful once life gives them more, not realizing that gratitude itself is what creates a sense of abundance. When you practice gratitude daily, you train your mind to recognize value, meaning, and goodness that already exist in your life. Most stress and dissatisfaction come from focusing on what is missing. The mind naturally compares, judges, and wants more. Gratitude interrupts this pattern. It shifts your attention from lack to presence, from frustration to appreciation. Even in difficult seasons, there is always something to be thankful for. Your breath, your strength, your ability to keep going. Practicing gratitude does not mean denying problems or pretending pain does not exist. It means choosing not to let problems define your entire reality. When you acknowledge what is still good, you create emotional balance. Gratitude softens anger, reduces anxiety, and builds resilience during hard times. Daily gratitude also changes how you experience ordinary moments. Simple things, food on the table, a quiet morning, a kind word, stop feeling invisible and start feeling meaningful. Over time, this awareness creates a deeper sense of contentment that does not depend on external success. When gratitude becomes a habit, happiness becomes more consistent. You stop chasing fulfillment and start recognizing it in the life you are already living. Much of our stress comes from resisting reality. We fight against situations we cannot change, replay events that already happened, and wish people were different from who they are. This inner resistance creates frustration and emotional exhaustion. Acceptance does not mean weakness or surrender. It means seeing life clearly and choosing peace over constant struggle. When you accept life as it is, you stop wasting energy on denial and blame. You acknowledge what is happening without adding unnecessary emotional weight to it. This clarity allows you to respond wisely instead of reacting impulsively. Acceptance gives you strength, not passivity. Life will never follow a perfect script. Plans fail, people disappoint, and unexpected challenges arise. Fighting these truths only deepens pain. Acceptance allows you to adapt, grow, and move forward with calm awareness. It creates space for solutions because your mind is no longer trapped in frustration. Accepting life also means accepting yourself. Your flaws, mistakes, and unfinished growth do not make you unworthy. They make you human. When you stop judging yourself harshly, you gain confidence and emotional stability. Self-acceptance builds inner peace and resilience. By accepting what you cannot control, you free your attention to focus on what you can influence, your mindset, actions, and choices. This shift brings clarity, balance, and emotional freedom. Many people overlook happiness because they are searching for it in big achievements and dramatic milestones. They believe joy comes only from major successes, special occasions, or future accomplishments. In reality, most of life is made up of small, quiet moments, and learning to appreciate them is essential to lasting happiness. Small moments often pass unnoticed because the mind is busy rushing ahead. A deep breath, a warm cup of tea, a short conversation, a moment of silence. These experiences seem ordinary, yet they carry powerful emotional value when you slow down enough to feel them. Joy grows when attention is given. Finding joy in small moments requires mindfulness. It means being fully present instead of distracted. When you give your awareness to simple experiences, they become grounding and calming. This presence reduces stress and creates a sense of connection to life as it unfolds. Small joys also build emotional strength. They remind you that happiness does not depend on control or perfection. Even on difficult days, there are moments of comfort, relief, or beauty that can bring balance. Recognizing them trains your mind to seek positivity instead of focusing only on hardship. When you begin to value small moments, life feels richer and more meaningful. You stop waiting for happiness to arrive and start experiencing it naturally. Woven into everyday living, inner peace is one of the most valuable things you can possess. Yet many people give it away without realizing it. They allow external events, other people's opinions, and unnecessary conflicts to control their emotions. Protecting your inner peace means understanding that not everything deserves your time, energy, or reaction. Every day, you are exposed to negativity, stressful news, criticism, comparison, and pressure. If you absorb all of it, your mind becomes overloaded and restless. Protecting your peace requires setting emotional boundaries. It means choosing when to engage and when to step back, when to speak and when to remain silent. Not every argument needs to be won. Not every comment needs a response. Many conflicts drain energy without offering growth. When you prioritize peace, you learn to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting emotionally. This self-control strengthens your confidence and emotional stability. Protecting inner peace also involves managing your thoughts. Negative self-talk, overthinking, and constant worry can disturb your mental balance more than external situations. By becoming aware of your inner dialogue and redirecting it toward calm and clarity, you regain control over your emotional state. When your inner peace is protected, you experience life with greater focus, patience, and strength. You make better decisions, maintain healthier relationships, and remain grounded even in challenging circumstances. Life does not promise perfection, certainty, or ease, but it does offer you this moment. When you learn to enjoy every minute of your life, you stop chasing happiness and start living it. You realize that joy is not hidden in the future or buried in the past. It is created by how you choose to think, feel, and respond right now. Be happy now, not because everything is right, but because you are alive, aware, and capable of choosing peace. When you honor the present moment, protect your inner peace, and appreciate life as it is, happiness becomes a way of living rather than something you are waiting for. This moment is your life. Live it fully.